your faves that was blowing up, that was #1, that was doing up Renegade, was also liking kids. All right. Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm in front of the wall, so I'm gonna be talking about a topic, and this is something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, and low-key I think I kind of missed the train because cancel culture isn't really like as prevalent now, is it? I don't know, but I know it was like sky high during the pandemic and like kind of in the past, but right now like it's there, but it's not there. But either way, I've always been like thinking about it and having like takes on it and want to talk about it, but now I'm finally gonna delve into that. So the foundation the foundation of cancel culture, right? It's like it was super popular during the pandemic, and obviously the pandemic like stunted our growth in a lot of ways. Like the people who weren't already like adults and already like living it up, la vida loca, like the kids and middle schoolers will do whatever, our growth got stunted in a lot of ways, like socially, immensely, a lot socially, also academically, but but that's a topic for another time. But socially, that's what I'm delving into right now. So with the pandemic, like when we were, sheltered in and we weren't really talking to people, our kind of like the awareness and like the sensors that you get with interacting with people, good people, bad people, we kind of didn't have that. So we were just in the house all day, just watching. So with that, I feel like the people like Gen Z, basically the people our age, aren't the best judges of characters and aren't really good with intimacy. I feel like we have a lot of issues with them with real intimacy. We don't really know how to like figure out what's good and what's bad, and I think that shows a lot in a lot of relationship dynamics, a lot of toxic relationships being flaunted, being praised, all that good stuff. That's as a result of all the things, that's the whole thing about cancel culture. So basically it's like canceling someone online, but in person you can't figure out who's good and who's bad, if that makes sense. Let me come back around. So basically, here's what I'm saying. Like, if as a viewer in your own personal life, you don't know how to like figure out who's a good person, who's a bad person, who's good for you, and who's gonna treat you well, blah, 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 why would you think that you can dictate who is a good person or a bad person online, And I'm not talking about like, obviously, like if it's a predator or a criminal, like obvi, they need to serve their little jail time. I'm just talking about like people who just talk a lot, because I talk a lot, so but yeah, people who just like talk a lot or like talk very loosely, and like they one time say something offhanded and everyone's like, oh no, like I don't know, it's like, be real. Cancel culture was like all-time high, pandemic, 2020, like the times, the TikTok times. So notice how during the TikTok times, the people who got canceled, right, like, and I really don't remember a lot of names, so I hope you just know what I know. But yeah, a lot of the people who got canceled for like saying something, all right, cool. The people who got canceled for like criminal activity, like messing with underage people, like assaulting people, they didn't get canceled for that activity until after that crime was released. You know what that tells? You know what that says? That's interesting, because it's like, yet again proving like you're not as good of a judge of character as you thought, because your faves that was blowing up, that was #1, that was doing up Renegade, was also liking kids, and nobody had an issue with that until it came out. And then even worse, when it came out that like that person was into their criminal activity, people were talking about, oh guys, like he apologized, like come on guys, like everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. But it's like, I don't know, one person says the wrong thing, then it's like, no, you're wrong. It's just interesting, Also, the whole cancel culture thing, I also want to use that to pivot to another topic that I'm always thinking about, that is like the reward of the reward that you get in BSing and like being very disingenuous and performative. You get treated a lot better and viewed a lot better versus if you're just like honest and like open with your flaws. And I'm noticing that in just a lot of like just specters, you know, like even in dating, like if you're upfront with what you want, it's like, no, girl, you're wrong. But when you like lie and you work your way around it, then that's like more socially acceptable. And even more on that, you know, we all seen, you know, when like BLM was trending and it was super, super popular and everybody was posting that little, like blackout Tuesday square. I forget what day, but it was a blackout day square. And everybody thought they were changing lives with that one. And a lot of y'all favorite BLM supporters, then a video resurfaced of them saying the N-word. And it's just like, I think how easily the internet gets tricked. Like, you just like repost one thing and they're like, oh my goodness, like she has good character, she's so good, she's so true. But it's like, seriously, like you don't know this person, you don't know if that's true, so let's rest, you know? Any person like in real life that I've like met and like actually like gotten to know, you know, we would try to form a relationship that was super like woke and like and oh my goodness, and like oh, capitalism, like I can't believe, like seriously, y'all want the truth? Y'all want the truth? They've been like so freaking crappy, like rude, mean, jealous, very like just deliberately rude, and very, very, very unaware. Like you could put reality right in their face and they're gonna be like, but capitalism, like, I don't know. It's just like these people that like try so hard to present a certain way is usually because they're not that way. And with social media, it's like the easiest thing on planet Earth for me to pretend to be whatever, for me to pretend to be a good person, for me to pretend to be funny, for me to pretend to be, I don't even know, but it's just so easy to pretend on social media. So I just feel like as viewers, you just always need to remember that you don't know this person, so you don't know this person. So whether that's good or bad, like whether you think they're the best person, whether you think they're the worst person, you don't know them personally unless they're convicted of a crime. Like I said, like this does not include criminals. If you're doing illegal activity, that's your business. But I'm just talking about people who talk. Like that's literally all I'm talking about. But you don't know these people. All you know is like the little that they give you, which is like 5 minutes out of their 24-hour day. So just don't be so gung-ho about anybody. Like don't be so like, no, I know them. You don't. And that's okay, because that's real. And then a little bit like, but that one maybe I'll make like another video with like more examples, because that one's crazy, is parasocial relationships. More specifically, like how entitled people feel to like celebrities and influencers' lives, and like how controlling they are of that. It's really just the entitlement thing. Like if they're in a relationship, they feel like, oh, you have to know, you have to tell us, blah blah blah. If they don't like the person, they're like, oh no, you can't be in a relationship with this person because blah blah blah. Like just genuinely like the entitlement that people feel to the lives of people that they do not know is kind of crazy. But yeah, just talking a little bit about everything. Just wanna, you know, because I be thinking and I like talking. So I think that's all. Thanks.